You are 16. It is 2 a.m. You have a text editor open and a Python script that scrapes basketball scores and texts them to your phone. The API keeps throwing a 401 error you don't understand. You fix it at 2:47 a.m. The scores arrive, on your phone, from a thing you built. You don't sleep, not because you can't, because the feeling is better than sleep. You tell your guidance counselor you want to study computer science. She nods immediately. She does not nod like that for most majors. Your parents Google the salary data. They go quiet in the way that means impressed. Level 1, the major, you're 18, Intro to Computer Science. A lecture hall with 340 students. You already know for loops, you feel ahead. This lasts 3 weeks. Data structures changes the shape of the difficulty. You fail a problem on the midterm about red-black trees. You get a 74. The class average is 71. The curve saves you. The curve does not fix the feeling. The career fair happens in October. You walk past the Google booth. The line is 40 people deep. You hand your resume to a recruiter who takes it without reading it. She is not in touch. You apply to 14 internships. You get one offer, a consulting firm in Columbus, Ohio, $22 an hour. Your roommate gets the Google internship, $9,500 a month, free housing, a campus with a rock climbing wall. You spend the summer fixing bugs in an enterprise Java application built in 2011. You learn more about production software in 10 weeks than 2 years of coursework. You also learn that production software is not what you thought it was. Level 2, the job. You're 22, you graduate, 47 applications, 3 interviews, 1 offer. Software engineer 1 at a consulting firm. Ohio, base salary, $72,000, no stock, no signing bonus. The average CS starting salary, according to every article your parents forwarded you, is $88,907. That number includes Google engineers making $190,000. It includes you making $72,000 near a Panera. You are part of the average, you are below it. The work. You maintain a Java application for a healthcare client, built in 2014 by people who no longer work here. No tests. Documentation last updated in 2019. Your job is to keep it running and fix it when it breaks. You build a service that reduces claim processing time by 40%. Your manager mentions it in a team meeting. The client does not know your name. Your roommate posts a photo from Google's campus. Year 1, 200 likes. You close LinkedIn. You open Jira. You could apply to FAANG. You open LeetCode one evening. You solve a medium problem in 40 minutes. The optimal solution took 12. You close the tab. You tell yourself you'll start prepping next month. You don't. The distance between $72,000 in Ohio and $190,000 in Mountain View is not just a salary gap. It's an identity gap. You stay. Level 3, the mid-level. You're 25. Software engineer 2, $86,000. You know the codebase now. Not the way you know a friend. The way you know a building you've worked in long enough to find the bathroom without thinking. You suggest migrating the monolith to microservices. Your manager likes the idea. The client does not approve the budget. The monolith continues. You build a personal project on AWS one weekend. It is the most fun you've had coding in a year. You do not mention it at work. A recruiter messages you. Senior role at a fintech startup. $115,000. You interview. You pass 3 rounds. You fail the 4th. A system design question about payment processing. You design it well, but not exceptionally. They pass. You take a different offer. $104,000, senior title, Denver, new city, new code base. Same Jira, same stand-ups. The stand-up is at 9:30 instead of 9:15. You notice for 1 day. Level 4, the senior. You're 28, senior software engineer. $130,000 total comp. You own a system, the notification service, 200,000 users a day pass through your code. A classmate from college is a staff engineer at Meta. You see the promotion post on LinkedIn. 847 likes. You look up his comp on levels.fyi because you can't not look. $450,000. He is 28. You are 28. You make $130,000. He makes $450,000. The gap is not explained by intelligence. You took the same classes. You got the same grades. The gap is explained by a Google internship at 20 that you didn't get, and he did, which led to a return offer, which led to the name on the resume, which led to everything after. The divergence happened at 20. You are 28. The distance has been compounding for 8 years, like interest on a loan you didn't know you took out. You have a partner now, an apartment you like, A weekend routine that involves a farmer's market and not opening Jira until Monday. A startup recruiter reaches out. VP of Engineering. $160,000 plus equity. You think about it for a week, you decline, you stay. Level 5, the staff. You're 33, staff engineer. $185,000 total comp. You shape systems now. You sit in architecture reviews and say this should connect to that and people listen. Like $185,000 is what a level 3 engineer makes at Google. Entry level. The people who are 22. You looked this up once, or you remember it. You have a daughter. She is 2. You leave work at 5:30. You are home for dinner. You are present for bath time and the book before bed. The meta-staff engineer works until 8 p.m. and has a nanny. His arrangement also works. Work means different things. AI is changing things. The junior engineers use Copilot for 40% of their code. The pull requests look competent and slightly anonymous. You wonder whether the thing you spent 11 years getting good at is the thing the industry will need in 5 years. The question doesn't have an answer yet. You carry it anyway. Your manager asks if you want to move into management. Director track, more money, more meetings, less code. You say no, you stay. Level 6, the principal. You're 38, principal engineer, $240,000 total comp. The most senior individual contributor in your organization, 200 engineers. You don't manage them, you influence them. You write code 1 day a week, maybe. The rest is documents and decisions and influence. You are very good at this. It is not the same thing as what you were good at in the bedroom at 16. Your daughter is 7. She asks what you make. You tell her you work with computers. She asks if you make games. You say no. She asks what you make. You think about this longer than you expected. You make things work. You make things that already exist work better. You make decisions that prevent the breaking. That is what you make. She nods the way 7-year-olds nod when they're ready to talk about something else. $240,000 in Denver. It's $850,000 at FAANG, a principal level in Cupertino. You didn't choose one. You chose 100 small things that accumulated into one. You are not unhappy. You are not the thing you imagined at 2 a.m. at 16 either. You are something else. Something that built real things and was paid well and came home at 5:30 and made it to the soccer games and never shipped a product a stranger would recognize. You're purposeful. You're respected. You're not sure those are close to what the 2 a.m. feeling was reaching for. You open the laptop, the cycle. Right now, somewhere, a 16-year-old has a text editor open at 2 a.m. An API is throwing an error she doesn't understand. She's been at this for 3 hours. She fixes it. She feels something she will spend the next 20 years trying to feel again. She tells her guidance counselor she wants to study computer science. The counselor nods immediately. Her parents Google it. They are impressed. She does not know about the career fair where the Google recruiter takes her resume without reading it. She does not know about the consulting firm in Ohio or the Java monolith built in 2014. She does not know about the LinkedIn post with 847 likes or the number on levels.fyi. She will look up once and remember. She does not know that at 38 she will be principal engineer at a Fortune 500, making $240,000, leaving at 5:30 for a daughter who asks what she makes and nods when the answer isn't games. She saves the file. She closes the laptop. She's ready. The machine doesn't care if she's ready. The machine just needs new engineers. The cycle continues.